Hi, Jeannine Shao Collins, Chief Client Officer at Kargo. As an ad tech platform, we like to say we put the art in ad tech, and we're all about innovation. And I am talking to my buddy Craig, the CMO of American Eagle, and we've had a lot of fun together. But we really have. And Craig, I'd love to hear about your journey. I mean, you said that you're, the king of apparel, and you've basically worked your way around the mall. Tell me a little about your journey and how you got to American Eagle and what you've done along the way.
Yeah, it's funny. I often joke that I've made my way through the American Mall.
I love
and
that.
so, as you kind of stated, I'm the CMO for American Eagle right now, the #1 Gen Z retailer, but before have been in this seat for Gap, for Abercrombie and Fitch, for Calvin. Before that, in sports, as head of marketing for Speedo during the Michael Phelps Olympics. Listen, I've had a pinch me career, and it's always been based on relationships and the love of iconic American brands. And I feel like my bat phone rings when there is a brand that needs to evolve in a modern way to reconnect with often a younger customer base. And that's what we've been doing really well at American Eagle over the 3+ years I've been here at the brand. And we actually, at this point are probably one of the healthiest, most exciting, and most growth-oriented brands in specialty retail, and we're only getting started.
That's amazing, and it's a tough category, so competitive, and you've managed to stay relevant. I mean, what are you most proud of since you've been at American Eagle?
I'm really proud of my team. I call them the best damn retail marketing team in the world, and I think at the heart of this team is curiosity, and the willingness to ask the questions and go places that perhaps other retail brands don't. I think obviously with a younger customer base, with a Gen Z customer base that honestly has an attention span of a gnat, that if you...
I have a couple of them at home, yeah.
If you're not evolving and if you're not looking at what's new, what's now, what's next, you will die in this category. And I think our ability to push ourselves, to listen to our customers and be curious about the tools and technology to engage is why we're winning right now.
That's great. I mean, because it's really changed so much, even in the last couple years, even from before. It's like, let's talk a little bit about how do you think AI is going to affect the apparel and the retail business?
I think AI will probably dramatically affect this industry. And I think it's going to impact it because my customer base, Gen Z today, Gen Alpha tomorrow, only knows a world where they've been personally catered to. Think of Netflix, think of Spotify, think of Amazon, and I think if my industry and our brands don't provide that very bespoke and very personalized engagement with this audience, again, we will not be successful. So I'm actually pretty encouraged about the opportunity for AI, but I do want to make sure that we still put the special in specialty retail. And I think we need to inspire the customer as much. So I think it's this art and science blend that we'll be interested in exploring.
That's very cool. So now the customer today is so fickle, right? And you said that you have to be in that sweet spot for that younger consumer and staying on top of those trends. Is research a big part of what you guys are, or is it visceral? Is it gut? Like, tell us how you stay in touch with that consumer, because it's always changing.
It's always changing. And I think that I would call it modern research.
Okay.
And so I think old school research is this clunky thing. And in 3 or 6 or 9 months, you get some fancy report and react to it. I think our team has found the ability in a modern way to listen to the customer and get their reaction a lot. Couple examples. One, we have a panel of 2,000 Gen Zers.
2,000?
2,000, yeah.
That's
age
very
15
great.
to 25. And we can ask any question on any topic at any time, and we do. And we can react pretty quickly to that. A reminder also, we have 35,000 Gen Z store associates, another great wealth of information.
That's great.
And we can ask them questions pretty quickly. And we're doing some really exploratory research, like some really badass cool shit. We're doing some neuro research where we're actually putting these nodes on brains that go subconscious And
Oh,
you
so
understand
you're
a
not
little
what
bit
they
more
say, but what they think.
what they think.
Oh,
what they think.
that's cool.
So, yeah, I'm really proud of our research team. But again, I think if you're clunky and old school, you're not going to react fast enough to this younger customer base. I think you have to really take this in. And to your point, there should and needs to be some magic to this as well. And I hope that our team also is doing some things that, are inspiring the customer and not just reacting to the customer.
So, Craig, I mean, the fact that you've been able to stay so relevant, been the king of retail for all these years, what advice would you give someone to make sure that they're able to be successful in their career journey? What like if you were to put in one sentence, curiosity, what else?
Yeah, again, I think curiosity has probably led my career, and I am well above the age of my customer base. Well, although just
You
like
look great, though.
thank you very much. But just like you, I have 2 Gen Z daughters at home, and they definitely keep me honest. But I think curiosity is probably the first thing. I think that the second thing is I've learned that iconic brands run towards who they are, but express themselves in a modern way. And so I think the ability to kind of dig into the past to generate the best storytelling for the future is something that I've learned.
Oh, interesting.
And then third, it would be relationships. My entire career has been based on relationships, meeting people, learning from people, being humble, being hungry. I am very aware that the modern CMO is not an ivory tower position anymore. It's a roll up your sleeves, get a little bit dirty, be vulnerable to say, I don't know it all. I'm very happy for a newer 20-something associate on my team to say, hey, Mr. CMO, you got it wrong.
So there's some reverse mentoring going on.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So, in fact, I often seek out the most junior people in our organization to provide real feedback. And so I think, that again, humbleness and that hunger to always be learning is something that served me really well.
Well, and Craig, I have to add one for you because I know you. You are one fun person.
Oh,
and people want to be around you. So I think that that's a big part of your success as a leader is that you make work fun and people want to be around you.
And it's true. I mean, I feel like I spend more time with the people I work with, whether they're people that I work with internally or external partners like Kargo, and we might as well have fun doing this together, right? And I think fun and kindness is something I think that is important. I don't think we're now in the Mad Men age. I think we're in the kindness age, and being good to each other and supporting each other and growing from each other.
I love that. Well, Craig, you're a joy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.